Okay, take two, what you gonna do? Look at me. It could be take three. Hello everyone, welcome to Hot Zenny's Figure Party Pack. Because it is like a party up in here, because we are going to be looking at five different figures today. It's supposed to be like one of those party packs where you get all the different types of chips. You got your Cool Ranch Doritos, you have some regular Cheetos in there, or your Lay's, your Ruffles, sour cream. This is my first ever video where I am reviewing not just one single figure this time. It's a party up in here. We are reviewing one scale, two Nendoroids this time, one Figma, and one kind of oddball figure from my collection to wrap things up with. Of course, a big thank you to everyone who voted on all my polls to select which figure was going to be shown off in today's video. It was really fun doing that. I'm actually kind of quite surprised on the figures you selected and the votes that were cast out, and I'm quite happy with your outcome. Good job. Pretty much any figure that I put up there was a win, so there's no losing in this one. I only buy good figures. Today's drink of choice is Mountain Dew Frostbite. It's probably a 2-year-old can. Since I can't find Mountain Dew Pitch Black anywhere, I had to cave in and buy this probably 2-year-old case of Mountain Dew that was in the back of Walmart's shelf collecting dust. It goes, shark bait. Mountain Dew ASMR. Has anybody ever done Mountain Dew ASMR? A weird fruity version of Whiteout. I reviewed this stuff in an old vlog I did. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Okay, first up the bat is our scale figure. We are looking at the wonderful felinius Nekomata Okoi from Oboro, Muramasa. Shoutouts to my homie Kingu for introducing me to this cat lady. I remember he shared a pic of this one because he knew I was into Maneki Neko. This isn't a lucky cat, but it is a cat tied to Japanese folklore. Most importantly, it's pretty cool because she is a Nekomata, a yokai, basically a shape-shifting cat. You can tell by its dual tails. Seriously? This game's from 2018? I thought it was like way older than that since the game came out in 2009? Either way, I loved her look, so I knew I needed it. This is the only used fig I'll be showing off from my collection today. But it's an alter joint, so you know it's the finest of quality. Alter's known for their great paintwork, and even though she's pretty simple in design, they didn't hesitate to give her the executive treatment. My favorite detail is her calico-colored kimono. I love how it gradients from white at the bottom to soft pink at the top. Also the way it drapes and shapes along her body to form natural creases. I hope you've noticed by now, but she ain't looking too human. I think the dark green cat eyes and pointy demon cat tongue might have gave it away. You think it feels like sandpaper? Oh, the cat ears too. Don't forget about those, which are super cute and soft, and made for rubbing. Who she thinks she's fooling with that kawaii cat pose over there? But speaking of cats, look at them chonkers down there, boy. They are pretty chill. I don't know if they were supposed to be hefty looking boys on purpose, but look at those rolls, you can't deny it. Also made for rubbing. Also, watch out, they're Nekomata too. A neat little tidbit to this figure is how the base is magnetic, so our chubby friends down there can be placed wherever you please, or just completely removed from the base entirely. Not to mention this lamp right here has little magnets in its feet too. I was surprised to find out it came with a little light inside of it. It was an absolute pain finding the weird mini-sized batteries it takes, and it's also a pain connecting them and turning the damn thing on. I did not expect those batteries to still work. I got them like over a year ago. Definitely not going to try finding more just for this review, but you gotta admit it looks pretty sick when lit up. It has a nice warm glow to it. One gripe is the base needs to be a smidge bigger. Trying to get everything to coherently fit on it is a hassle. Something has to hang off the edge if you want the fat cats to be sitting pretty up front. That's really everything for this figure. It's basic, but super beautiful. And I'm really happy I finally got to show this one off. I mean, just look at how they made her fur almost look like real life stockings. Like, they're dark at the feet, but lighten up as they're stretched and pulled. So many clever little details on this one. I've never even heard of the game until now, but I'm still, I'm still happy that I was able to find someone selling her used, like the one person on the market at the time, and now she is part of my collection. Next up, thanks everyone, you picked my pretty much absolute favorite figma in my collection as of right now. 2022's Snow Miku, the Grand Voyage version. Hey, the one I voted for actually won! I thought this version, out of the selection of potential Snow Mikus, looked the funnest and had the most personality out of the lot. She's a ship captain out on an adventure, maybe to catch some crabs. Oh, and please check out the music video when you get a chance, it's absolutely adorable. She commands the frozen sea in her captain's hat, and keeps warm with an awesome big heavy coat. Love the fluffy sleeves and collar on it. The crab theme is strong on this figure, like the little fellas on her coat, the metal emblem on her hat, or her hair wraps, which are pincers. Be careful, they do pinch.
I pinch.
Ouch! Looks like one got a rabbit friend's ear. Its name is Rabbit Yukine. Yeah, the thick aviator glasses won me over. I was worried they were gonna give me trouble when ordering her because they come pre-attached to her hairpiece. I've had a few Figmas do this style of attachment before and they never look the hottest. Sometimes they miss a line or just awkwardly float off their face. But these, they're alright. Kinda wish they had more detail on them, like the gold frames they promised. But she comes with some fun faces, which is the best part of this fig, just because they work so well with every type of pose she can do. You really can get creative with the look and style you're going for. The star eyes are bright and shiny. You even have the option to lose the big coat, which wasn't surprisingly too tricky to remove. I actually really like this method with the big rod holding her together in the waist section. I thought she would look pretty plain without the winter duds, but this surprisingly looks good too. Candy cane socks, let's go! Oh, wow, yeah, this has to be the worst I've ever had a figure's legs be offset. This is pretty much unfixable at this point. She's got a major waddle going on. So if I want her to stand up straight or make it look like she's standing normally, I gotta make her do the splits. Yes, you are correct. She is making the finger guns. Oh wait, what's that? Hold on, what's this? Oh, she's doing it! It's the double peace signs, ladies and gentlemen, a certified hood classic of a pose. Any figure that comes with the deuces is a prize, but throwing up two deuces, come on, that's an instant win in my book. The only usable accessories she comes with are her binocs. But how's she seeing through them? They still got the caps on. Better off making them a pair of binoculars instead. Her twin tails are absolutely solid masses. I can't believe she can stand up with those hefty locks pulling down on her. But look, they're like snowy wind gusts. The mini snowflake decals on her hair is also a cute touch. Overall, she's a great Figma, though the lack of actual accessories scores her down a notch, but her whole presence makes up for it in style. Unfortunately, her posability is a tad hindered by that bulky jacket. She can still put on some moves though, don't let it fool you. We haven't had any good snow this year, so I haven't had a chance to take her out and get any good pics. And the one day it did, it was too dark. As of now, this Miku is, man, one of my favorite Figmas I own. She's so fun and vibrant. It was totally worth picking this one up. Again, y'all picking my favorite Nendos in my collection, and boy, there's no way I'm just doing one of them. I had to do both of the girls. Fight Club, Mako Mankanshouku, and souvenir jacket version of Ryuko Matoi from It's funny, you don't really see many people throw Nendos into the holy grail categories when discussing their dream figures. but I am, and boy howdy, I got both of them sitting right here in front of me. And what I never thought we'd even get a version of them like this, so that makes it even better. Kill La Kill is one of my all-time favorite anime, so, you know, I got all the normal versions of the characters, even Satsuki, but I wasn't satisfied. I wanted more. And then I found out there was a Fight Club version of Mako that came out earlier, but it came and went. I missed my chance years ago, but patience was a virtue, because almost 2 years later, Good Smile must have found some extra stock of her in the back of their warehouse or something, because a limited run went up on their site. And I got her, baby! While browsing figs, like you do sometimes, I found a super expensive doll of Ryuko wearing her Sukajan jacket. I didn't want the doll. I just wanted a figure of her in jacket mode. That was cheaper. And again, Good Smile pulls through with a small run of this version of her. I'm on top of the world, baby! I'm beyond stoked to have them in my collection. Man, these two absolutely exude boss girl energy. Mako has her Mako brand brass knuckles to show everyone who's running the show, and Ryuko has her lemon. She'll just eat a whole ass lemon. Wow. Mako's fist jewelry did come loose, so now it doesn't want to stay upright. Her whole jacket is exactly what I imagined the merchant from Resident Evil 4 is hiding inside of it. What are you buying? That hurts my throat. Well, she got stored in there anyways. Pliers, spiked knuckles, a damn medieval flail, and all gold, of course. The coat is posable and can be unattached from her. Sometimes it's tough to wrangle and control it. The sleeves are freely adjustable and will pop out when opening and closing it sometimes. Ryuko's jacket, on the other hand, is much more maneuverable, and you can confuse all the extra arm pieces at times, but it's still pretty damn cool and cozy. Throw those hands in those pockets. If it's getting hot in here, you can remove Mako's hat and jacket, and it's just normal Mako. She gets emotional very easily and cries a lot. A lot. She comes with this fat, separate stream of tears that kind of cheaply lines up with her eyes. Kind of. It's pretty impractical, and I don't see it working while displaying her on a shelf, really. It oddly just takes up space. Your facial choices for Croquette Girl is crying or pissed off, so only 2 faceplates for her. This Clover has a high risk of losability rate, and you know me, I lose things. It's my job. So we are considerably lucky I still have this thing over a year later. I mean, look at that tiny hole you gotta pinch it in. Besides Lemon Girl's pouty face, she has 2 of my favorite faces of any Nendo I own. Her annoyed face, which makes her look kinda dumb, and I absolutely love it. And the flustered / panicked face. It must be the tiny pupils inside the wide open eyeballs. I think the faces do a great job at representing the cartoonish art style of the show. Plus they are ridiculously fun to use. Hold on, is that? No, I can't believe it! 2 double B-sides in 1 review! That's right, Mako's throwing up the deuces as well. We have another winner. But don't let that fool you. 1, she isn't really looking for peaks. And 2, she's not that customizable when it comes to swapping around parts. You can't really mix and match arms like you can with Ryuko, and you pretty much get what you see, so variation isn't that exciting with her. The folded arms are cool though, they're just a tad annoying to attach. But if you really want to mix things up, grab yourself the original Ryuko in her uniform and have a party. Double the accessories, double the fun. If you didn't catch it, they made the case for her scissor blade bigger, which can actually carry the bad boy inside of it, except it doesn't stay together that well. I don't think she's using that to hit baseballs with. Of course the bat is golden too. I like the nails poking out of it. No, I didn't forget about you, Senketsu. I was just saving you for last. Now instead of wearing her uniform, he can team up and join her on the stand. I guess that'd be his mouth is posable, so I'd just let you know that. It's really goofy, trust me. Mako's actually a little disappointing. Doesn't come with much in the box, a little wonky at times. I think the legs are off on this one too, but you know, we still love her. Ryuko's pretty solid though. I think she's better than Mako, just, you know, putting it out there. More bang for your buck, basically. I'm still hyped to have them in my collection because they still are totally badass Nendos. I think they're even good enough to sit at the cool kids table. And last category of the vid, is my oddball side figure. This is my first, I don't even know what to even categorize this, an action figure, a posable. It's a dog wearing human clothes, standing like a human, but he do be drippy. I mean, he's a Corgi. They're my favorite dogs. My dream is to own one myself. I want a black and white Welsh cardigan Corgi, the one with the tail. So, let's look at this doggo. Drippy doggo.
Through the motherfucking street, y'all. I was 13 with my motherfucking heat, y'all. Nigga caught trying to take your fucking screen off. I can put your fucking life on the recall. Yeah, looking for the bitches with the ass.
No, your eyes aren't deceiving you. This dog does have excess amount of drip going on. I pretty much love everything from the Mr. Z Pocket Zootopia line. Just look at these animals. They think they're human, dressing up like that. Oh, did I mention the dog's name is Massage? It even says so on the card. The doggo is nice and warm in his winter getup. A big coat complete with cargo pockets. Everyone's wearing a coat. Every figure has some version of a coat I've reviewed today. Was that a subliminal choice putting this up during the winter? A Ushanka hat with optional mask, a nice pair of coveralls, a gray hoodie, and some clean white kicks. I guess you would classify this type of figure as a doll. It was my first kind of figure that uses real fabric for clothing, which I've always been turned off by, but I think this one pulls it off so well. Maybe I just only remember the old Barbie and Ken dolls where their shirts and pants are these big bulky boys, so I always thought real material on figs looked goofy or off. But these are actually form-fitting and look natural on him. Well, as real and natural as a Corgi standing on twos wearing street fashion clothes can get. Of course, the hat has holes for his ears to peek through. I wish the hood on the hoodie did too, so he could wear that up, but it just gets caught up on his ears and doesn't really work. His mask velcros to his hat, so it's simple to detach. Jeans skinny like Squidward.
Man, I go to work. True winner. Jeans skinny like Squidward.
You probably don't need to take off his jacket. He looks a bit skinny and bare without it, since it's just a normal doll body underneath, but it does go on and off without too much difficulty, so that's an option. Okay, that looks weird. Mr. Dog somehow looks more normal standing up like us. He doesn't come with any accessories, but they included random normal human hands and feet, which also don't even fit. They aren't for this doll. The holes don't fit the ball joints on them, look. So I just have some feet, some bare feet and hands. But the overall quality of this Doge itself is really well made. It looks like a Corgi. He looks like a dog. It's sculpted with pretty high detail, even his dog eyes. He's almost too damn intimidating when T-posing. He does look very stylish and fresh in his winter fit. He's cooler than me. He was fairly expensive for, I guess, what essentially it is. I mean, he's just a dog wearing human clothes. But just look at him. He's so cute. And such a weird and wacky concept that I simply couldn't pass up on. If you're looking for a goofy figure, check out this line. He's no top bear, but he'll do. Thank you so much, everyone, for sticking around towards the end of the video, and of course, thanks to everyone who voted again. Even if your figure wasn't chose, your vote will not go in vain, because the next time I do another Hot Zenny Figure Fun Pack, I think I'm going to pick the runners-up in these votes. So, get ready for that. Hey, hit me with a thumbs up if you like this format of video. I think it's a cool way for me to review figures that might have not have worked just on a solo review by themselves, or they're a bit older, or, you know, already out on the market and didn't really need a full review. I always welcome you to stop by the Discord. It's a fun place to hang out. Discuss figures, of course. Discuss Taco Bell. It's just a stupid place to hang out and keep up with everything that I do. It's a good social hub. Of course, we're not stopping there. Twitter has updates. Instagram has all my pictures. Be sure to go on there and look at all the figures that I've bought and ordered. You'll get good heads up on what I'm doing next. If you're a real G and want to support what I do, head on over to the shop and hook yourself up with a sweet t-shirt. Oh baby, I'm working on some more designs for you. I can't go into detail right now, but there's some more Zenny merch coming out, trust me. Much love, everybody. You are the best. Peace. I'll see you in the next video. Please please help me find Mountain Dew Pitch Black. It's one of my absolute favorites. I can't find it anywhere in stores near me. I'm putting out an APB on Mountain Dew Pitch Black. Find me a 24-pack or a 12 case and send it to my house immediately. It's not a drill.
Call me SpongeBob, stack a Krabby Patty.